Today I'm working on a movie character from the 90s. Visually, this character is tall, slender, and has no hair. Anywhere. So get thinking. Not only does this movie character not have hair, this character is not a drawn cartoon, nor part of a live action film. So it's not like people shot in a film. So start thinking, if it's not cartoon, if it's not live action, what other options are there? Okay. So far, I'm thinking I might be confusing people, but this hint's a pretty good one. This movie character has a pet dog whose nose glows like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So there's a pretty straightforward, specific hint. Do you recall a movie character that has a pet dog whose nose glows like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Okay. I saved the biggest hint for last, as a lot of times I do. So if you're still completely stumped, I'll have you know this movie character is in a movie that is often seen as a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. So I don't know if there's many of those out there, but this one should really ring a bell. This character's in a movie that is oftentimes considered Halloween and a Christmas movie. And to recap the previous hints, this character is from the 90s. Visually, this character is tall, slender, and has no hair anywhere, not just the head. This movie character is not drawn like a cartoon nor live action. And this character has a pet dog whose nose glows like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right, time's up. You ready to see who this is? Were you thinking Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas? All right, so he looks pretty plain right now, and he's a lot more black, as I'm sure you know, and his stripes. So let's first get the outline as usual. All right, and now let's fill in the rest. There we go, very good. How's that? That is the first time I used a white paint pen. I think it came out pretty good because obviously there's no color, it's just black and white, and it made it easier to use that white pen instead of just trying to draw around the white paper and not make a mistake. So that's good. The pen was able to go over the black marker, and the black marker can go over the white. So if you make a mistake, you can just reverse black, white, white, black. So anyway, Jack Skellington. Did you know stop motion animation was used to bring this character to life, and because 24 frames would be needed to make 1 second of film, a minute of footage could take a week or more to produce, and a mistake could lead to redoing the whole scene. The more complex the scene, the longer it would take, and although Jack seems like a pretty simple character design, he had over 400 different heads that could be swapped out frame by frame to create smooth emotion and speech. So, like this one has his mouth kind of neutral position. It'd swap out his head and it would change the way his mouth was, the expression in his eyes, because his eyes, he was like clay. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So they had over 400 heads to swap out to make him make different movements in the stop motion. And I did see this movie when I was a kid, and I thought it was really cool because it was like nothing I've ever seen before with the stop motion, because it's not a very common way to make a film. And that's why I might have stumped quite a few people when I said it wasn't live action or a cartoon. So it's like, well, what could it be? Don't forget stop motion. But I always liked this character. I always thought, even though he's kind of spooky, Jack was always kind, gentle, and very curious about the world. And, I'm curious too. Did you subscribe? You can if you want to, it's free. Either way, I'm sure I'll see you next time when I sketch again on Guess My Sketch. If you liked that video, you might like this one too.